So students, transcription in eukaryotes will have two additional complexities. What it mean to say, there are two main differences where we're going to see in transcription in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. All the steps almost like initiation, elongation, termination we can say is the same, but there's no any like sigma factor and rho factor will be not found in eukaryotes. What we have find in eukaryotes is eukaryotic transcription have three RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 3. Each of these have the ability to transcribe the different types of RNAs. The primary transcript, second difference what we will find is the primary transcript which is formed, that is newly formed RNA, we call them as a hnRNA, that is heterogeneous nuclear RNA. It has to undergo the processing, post-transcriptional processing process. So this is first, the different types of RNA polymerase enzymes are responsible for producing different types of RNAs. And this is second, what we have is here, processing of primary transcript, hnRNA, what it is going to cause the capping, splicing and tailing, post-transcriptional processing where we are going to see only in eukaryotes. About this we have discussed in the last class, students. Now we will move to the next concept, what we call it as the genetic code. So what is the genetic code? We have seen that the information from the DNA is transferred onto the RNA. That information will be present in the form of sequence of nucleotides. So these sequence of nucleotides, that message will be written in the coded language. So how to decode ಅಂದರೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಒಂದು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ mRNA ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಕೋಡೆಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈಚ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಯುನೀಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು mRNAಲಿಂದನೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. So how exactly these messages will be existing? The message or the sequence of nucleotides present on the mRNA, what we call it as genetic codon, where that will guide the process of formation of protein, what we call it as translation. So genetic code is a sequence of nucleotides in mRNA that contains information for protein synthesis. So that means to say it contains information for the translation. Central dogma ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ DNA replication ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Second we have started with the what we call it as protein synthesis, students. Yes, DNA replication, transcription, and third step of the what we call the central dogma is translation. Okay, so now this is an mRNA. mRNA, whatever the nitrogen bases will be present, so 3 nitrogen bases ಏನಿದೆ, it will code for an amino acid. ಅಂದರೆ this is George Gamow has been explained about how exactly what we are going to see the genetic coded language will be coding for an amino acid. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, whether each, for example ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು if we take here the nucleotides, there are only 4 nucleotides are there, students. So what are those? We can make it like adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. ಆಮೇಲೆ whether each of them they code for the single amino acid ಅಂದರೆ only 4 amino acid they can code, but there are 20 standard amino acids, 20 standard amino acids, and these 20 standard amino acids are required for forming the each type of a protein. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 20 ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡಿಂದ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಬರಬೇಕು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಡೆನಿನ್, ಗೋನಿನ್, ಸೈಟೋಸಿನ್, ಥೈಮಿನ್, ಸೊ 4 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸಿಂದ 4 ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಎರಡರದ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 4 ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ 2 ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಸೊ 4 ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 4 to the square if we make 16. So 16 ಅಂದರೆ still 4 more amino acids are required here. ಸೊ ಥ್ರೀದು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಸಾರಿ 2 to the power if we make it, okay, and 4 to the power if we make it 16 it will make. And if it is like ಮೂರ್ದು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದಾಗ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆರ್ what we have is the 9 possibility we get. So this out of the 3 codons ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 3 ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ 8 square we have, because 8 types of we will get 8 ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 64 ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. 64 codons. So this 64 codon is sufficient to code for the 20 amino acids. ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಯಾವ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು 3 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು that is going to give a message like AUG ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 amino acid, UAC second amino acid, GUA third amino acid. So like this every 3 nucleotides will form a codon. This kind of codon we call it as triplet codon, students. Okay, so what we call here the sequence of amino acid bases, the sequence of 3 bases determining a single amino acid is called codon. Now what we have here, like every codon you can find 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 codons are existing. ಅಂದರೆ 3 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸು ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕೋಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8 codons are there. They are going to code for this mRNA is going to code for 8 amino acids. Now George Gamow suggested that for coding 20 amino acid, the code should be made up of 3 nucleotides. Thus, there are 64 codons. ಅಂದರೆ 4 to the cube ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ 4 to the ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಸೊ 16 ಬಂತು. ಸೊ 4 to the cube ಅಂದರೆ 64 codons ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 64 codons. So whether all these 64 codons are essential, later Hargobind Khurana, Hargobind Khurana developed the chemical method in synthesizing RNA molecules with the defined combination of bases. So how can the 64 codons code for 20 amino acids? That means to say some of the amino acids must be coded by multiple number of codons, right? So Hargobind Khurana developed a chemical method in synthesizing RNA molecule with a defined combination of bases, that is homopolymer ಮತ್ತು copolymers. Marshall Nirenberg developed a cell-free system for protein synthesis. Then Severo Okawa enzyme, that is Okawa polynucleotide phosphorylase, is used to polymerize RNA with a defined sequence in the template independent manner. So these all are the contributions of students that each of a scientist will come to know. George Gamow has given them what 64 codons are existing. Hargobind Khurana ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, he will synthesize a poly-U tail and he will show that the sequence are responsible for producing amino acid. Marshall Nirenberg ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಟು ಸಿಂಥಸೈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್, ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್, mRNA, ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಸೆಲ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಇನ್ವಿಟ್ರೋ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ದೆನ್ ಸಿವೆರೋ ಒಕೋವಾ, an enzyme called polynucleotide phosphorylase is used to polymerize RNA with a defined sequence in a template independent manner. So by using this enzyme ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ RNAನ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. That is Severo Okowa experiment, what we call. So these all are the scientists where they have established the genetic code. So 20 types of amino acids involved in translation. So they are combined together to form a protein. So ಯಾವ 20 ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಲನಿನ್, ಅರ್ಜಿನ್, ಆಸ್ಪರ್ಜಿನ್, ಆಸ್ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಸಿಸ್ಟೈನ್, ಗ್ಲೂಟಮಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಗ್ಲೂಟಾಮೈನ್, ಗ್ಲೈಸಿನ್, ಹಿಸ್ಟಿಡಿನ್, ಐಸೋಲ್ಯೂಸಿನ್, ಲ್ಯೂಸಿನ್, ಲೈಸಿನ್, ಮಿಥಿಯೋನಿನ್, ಫಿನೈಲನಿನ್, ಪ್ರೊಲೈನ್, ಸೆರೈನ್, ಥ್ರಿಯೋನಿನ್, ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಟೋಫಾನ್, ಟೈರೋಸಿನ್, ವ್ಯಾಲಿನ್. These are the 20 standard amino acids where they are involved in formation of the protein, and each of these amino acids will be coded by one or more codons. Codons are triplet, andre 3 nucleotides will combine together and code for an amino acid. So these are the 20 standard amino acids where students these are used in making proteins. Codons for various amino acids is listed here. So for example ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಯು ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂತ, ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯು where it is going to form phenylalanine, UUC it is going to form phenylalanine, and again UUA it's going to form leucine, A ಏನಿದೆ is going to form leucine, and UUG is going to form leucine again. So a table can be constructed where we will multiply with same nucleotide here. This is again the same nucleotide. The third nucleotide will be possibly this 4, because ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಥೈಮಿನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ RNAದಲ್ಲಿ. In place of thymine we will take uracil. So this is the table which will define the genetic codon students. ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಕ್ ವಿಚ್ ಅವರ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲೆಟ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ 3 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ 361 ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್, 3 ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್. ಇವಾಗೇನದ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕೋಡ್. ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕೋಡ್ದು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಏನದ? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ 64 ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ. 64 ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ 61 ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 3 ಏನದಾವಲ್ಲ, UAA, UAG, UGA, ಇವು ಮೂರೂ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಈ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ನಾನ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ general characters or silent features of a genetic code, first one, out of 60 always codons are triplet. First point is ನೀವೇನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು, what are the silent features of the genetic code ಅಂದರೆ codons are triplet. Second, out of 61 codes for amino acid, 3 codons do not code for any amino acid. They act as a stop codon, termination codons or nonsense codons, what we call them as students. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು, UAA, UAG, UGA ಆರ್ ದ 3 ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವೆನ್ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ ರೀಚಸ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ 3 ದೆನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ either you take prokaryotic or eukaryotic, first codon will be AUG students. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. either it is prokaryotic or eukaryotic, first codon will be AUG, and AUG will code for methionine in eukaryotes and N-formyl methionine in prokaryotes. okay, so ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು AUG ನೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we call it as initiator codon. in the codons AUG has a dual function. It codes for methionine and acts as an initiator codon. AUG is an initiator codon as well as it codes for methionine in eukaryotes and N-formyl methionine in prokaryote students. So more silent features I noted. First silent feature is codon is triplet. Second silent feature is out of 64, 61 codes for amino acid, 3 codons are non-coding. They are act as a stop codons or termination codons. Third point ಅಂದರೆ AUG as a dual function where it codes for methionine as well as it is going to initiate the process, initiator codon ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. This is what the 3 postulates are silent features of genetic code. Third ಆಮೇಲೆ fourth one, an amino acid is coded by many codons except AUG for methionine and UGG for tryptophan. Now you see students, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 2 ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು, ಮಿಥಿಯೋನಿನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಟೋಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ. ಅಂದರೆ AUG ಫಾರ್ ಮಿಥಿಯೋನಿನ್, UGG ಫಾರ್ ದ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಟೋಫ್ಯಾನ್. ಇವೆರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ 18 ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 1 ಕೋಡಾನ್. ಡಿಜೆನರೇಟಿವ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಫ್ ದಟ್ one single triplet codon, if it is coding for the amino acid, then we call it as what, the one single codon. If there are more than 1 codons are coding for an amino acid, then we call it as degenerate. ಎರಡು amino acids ಮಾತ್ರ they are having single codons. What are those students? ಮಿಥಿಯೋನಿನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಟೋಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಕೋಡನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕೋಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್. So no punctuations in between the codons. So if you see a students, ಈಗ the ribosome is going to read the sequence of nucleotide continuously. there is no space or punctuations or comma in between the three codons. Ribosome will select the first three codon, then it will go to the next three codons UAC, next three codon GUA, next three codon CGU, next three codon ACG. Such way, each codon, they do not have, after the triplet codon, they do not have any punctuations or a comma, nothing. But still ribosome will read only the three nucleotides accurately, even though there is no punctuations or comma existing between the what we call it as each nucleotide. Still the ribosome can read only the three nucleotides at one time. So this is the one more important character. So okay, what we are discussing here, student, the silent features of a genetic code. First one, genetic code is a triplet codon. There are 64 codons, 61 code for amino acid, and remaining 3 are called as stop codons. And always initiator codon will be AUG, and it is act as a both. It is the initiator codon as well as it codes for methionine in eukaryotes and N-formyl methionine in prokaryotes. Then what we have is codon do not have a punctuations. There will be no any punctuations present between the codons, right? Then the next characteristic, which is, if you see, genetic code is universal. This is most important character. Genetic code is universal in the sense, students, the same UUU ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, this codes for phenylalanine in bacteria, in grass, even in animals and even in humans. So ಈ genetic code message ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, this message is universal in all the organism. It is going to produce same type of amino acid, same type of protein. AUG codes for methionine in eukaryotes and all organisms. You take any of the organism, either plant or animal, it will be coding for same methionine only. That is what we will call it as a genetic code is universal ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. But only some exceptions are found in mitochondrial codons. ಮೈಟೊಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇರೆ ಥರದ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮೈಟೊಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ DNA, RNA and can synthesize a protein, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. and in some protozoans. Other than that, universally genetic code is same. The one type of codon will produce the same type of amino acid in any of the organism. We will see, students, this is what we call genetic code is universal. Next, genetic code is non-overlapping. That's what we call. So even though there is no any punctuations or comma, always ribosome is going to read only the three nucleotides, and next it will move to the next three nucleotides. Again it will read three nucleotides, and then it will move to the next three nucleotides. So the genetic code is not overlapped. It is like correctly three nucleotides only can be readed, and then only the correct sequence of amino acids required for formation of certain type of protein where we are going to see, students. So genetic code is non-overlapping. Then genetic code is unambiguous and specific. That is, one codon specifies only one amino acid. ಯಾವ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲೆಟ್ ಕೋಡಾನಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲೆಟ್ ಕೋಡಾನಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ದ ಸೇಮ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕೋಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಂಬಿಗ್ವಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಎನಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ವಾಟ್ ಕೋಡಾನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್. AUG will codes for what we call it as methionine, and UUU codes for the phenylalanine, and GUG codes for the valine. So these all are constant, students. They're never going to change, and there will be no any confusion. Unambiguous means false proof, where we can say unambiguous. Ambiguity andre confusion or the false. Unambiguous means there is no any confusion or nothing. Always a genetic code is unambiguous and always codes for the same type of amino acid. So mutation and genetic code. Before going to the mutation, first we will see the silent features of a genetic code, students. So this is where you should know, this is a what table will describe the 20 standard amino acids of what we have here. So what are the silent features of the genetic code? Genetic code is triplet. First of all, genetic code is triplet. First point is genetic code is triplet. Second point, there are 64 codons in them. The 61 will code for amino acid, remaining 3 we call them as a terminator codons. And genetic code is what we're going to see. There is an initiator codon called AUG, where it codes for methionine, So that will perform dual function. It acts as an initiator codon as well as codes for amino acid. Then there will be no any punctuations between the codons we're going to see. And then what we have is some of the amino acids will be coded by the multiple number of codons, right? And always what we call it as universal genetic code is universal, same type of amino acids where it is going to produce in all the organisms. Then what we have is genetic code is unambiguous, where the correct 3 nucleotides will be readed and the same type of amino acid where it's going to produce, students. So these all are the silent features of genetic code. This is important question for the theory. So and as well as your assignment is write the silent features of a genetic code. One hint I will give students to write this. You follow NCERT. NCERT very clearly below the table all the silent features of the genetic code has been given. Same thing you need to write down, students. Thank you.